For more on this, I'm joined by Arizona Attorney General and Republican Senate candidate Mark Brnovich. General, welcome.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, so we just showed our viewers the perspective from the Texas southern border. What's the latest from the great state of Arizona along the border?
Well, I was just recently at the border, and when you talk to the ranchers and the farmers, folks that lived along our southern border for 4 and 5 generations, they will tell you they've never seen it this bad. Everything from MS-13 gang members coming over to cartels smuggling lots of drugs. And Griff, in his report, one of the things that's so telling is we know the Biden administration has decriminalized and incentivized people coming here. So people can literally just come over, surrender, they bring their carry-on luggage, and they're being released into our communities. So these people, the gotaways that he was referring to, you have more than 300,000 now since the Biden administration took over that have literally just slipped into our country, that are trekking across 19, 20 miles of desert, in 100+ degree heat. And you have to ask yourself, if they know that they can be released into this country, what are those people doing? And I will tell you, they're bringing in records amount of fentanyl, methamphetamine, and they're empowering the cartels. And we're going to see more violence in our neighborhoods as a result of these failed Biden policies.
Okay, to the Supreme Court, I know you've argued cases there on the issue of abortion. Arizona is a swing state. Sometimes it votes Democratic, sometimes it votes Republican. What's likely to happen on the issue of abortion in your state?
Well, I am, as someone who has argued at the U.S. Supreme Court, I'm glad the Supreme Court finally reversed a nearly 50-year-old terrible precedent that even folks on the left recognize was a bad precedent. We recently enacted legislation here in Arizona that's very similar to the Dobbs legislation that was up at the Supreme Court. So Arizona is generally a pro-life state, and I will go to court to continue to defend the most vulnerable people in our society, including the unborn.
You are running for the United States Senate, hoping to take on Democrat Mark Kelly in the fall. What's the impact of this abortion ruling? Do you worry that it will animate people on the left to turn out and vote?
Well, I can only control what I can control, Mike, and I'll tell you this, is that Arizonans want a real Arizonan as their senator, not somebody that votes with Bernie Sanders 9 out of 10 times. I mean, heck, even Bernie's wife doesn't agree with him that often. And so Arizona, we have a long history of electing principled Arizonans, and in 2018, I actually got more votes than Kirsten Sinema or Martha McSally, even though it was outspent. I'm a first-generation public school kid here in Arizona, and so I think that resonates with people. People know that when they go to the gas pump, when they go to the grocery store, when they see what's happening with our border, they know that I'm the person to take on those fights and help every middle-class, hardworking Arizonan.
What do you see shaping up as the biggest issue in that race? Is it inflation, gasoline prices, the border, or perhaps something else?
Security. Border security and economic security. I mean, every time anyone goes to the gas station or the grocery store, or they see these stories about the gangs, terrible fentanyl problem we have in our state, where places like Pima County now, the #1 cause of death of young people is fentanyl and drug overdoses. So people are worried about their security, their personal security and their economic security, and that's why we need a fighter representing Arizona in the U.S. Senate.
Arizona Attorney General and candidate for the Senate, Mark Brnovich, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you out on the campaign trail.
Thank you, Mike.